Mobley deciding where to go with it. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Now, here is James. Guarded closely. The shot, no good. Taking a look at the Thunder. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with flag. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Smith. And it's Porzingis in at the power forward position. Smith passes to Sarr. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
So much skill there for Sarr, and he can get elusive, which helps him draw the foul.
First free throw is good. And Sarr drops them both. And it's Daniels with the ball for the New York Knicks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's James on the wing. 22 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mobley. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Thunder leading by 10. Porzingis passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Flag. Over to the wing. Smith finds Sarr. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. For LeBron James.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Smith against Daniels. The shot by James, no good.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Antetokounmpo inside, defended by Pippen. It's good. Antetokounmpo has got 13 now.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So for Oklahoma City, Ivica Zubac checked in for Sarr. Wallace comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Smith. To the paint. Pippen outside. From deep, Mobley. And it's Flag with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And here they come for the finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And leaking out well in transition. Man, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustle.
Pass to Porzingis. Zubac with a screen on Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis finds Zubac. From behind the arc. Porzingis misses. Knicks trail by 10. Daniels passes to James. Now here's Pippen. Pass to James. Fires the 3. James from distance. Easy work.
From the corner, LeBron so versatile offensively.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Wallace outside. Now here's Porzingis. Zubac with a screen on Mobley to the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Daniels passes to Pippen. Here's Mobley. Driving inside. Up and in on the layup. Mobley's got 9.
And that's 6'11" Mobley taking it to the hoop. Some long limbs coming at you.
Outside Joe. Pass to Porzingis. Zubac with a screen on Mobley. The 3, Porzingis. It's stolen by Drummond. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to 3-point play. It's on Cason Wallace. Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. Risache comes in for James. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 13. Smith outside. Out left to the wing. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Yabusele. Sorry. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And Mobley. Throws it down.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Smith finds Sarr. Smith outside. Zubac, screen. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Clever ball movement from Smith. The pick and roll gets another guy free, and he's able to get him the ball.
Mobley, right side. It's rebounded by Zubac.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Antetokounmpo against Daniels. Antetokounmpo on the attack. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Antetokounmpo against Daniels. Yabusele outside. The 3. Drills it from deep.
What a beautiful look. Attacking the defense and then kicking it outside.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Andre Drummond is checked in for New York. McBride comes in for Daniels. Now here's McBride. Still no points. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Pass to Zubac. Now Pippen. 7 points in the game. Over Zubac. And the basket by Pippen. Pippin's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Yabusele, he's checked in for Drummond. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Flag comes in for Smith. Here's Flag. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's a minute 17 left in the third. Here's Flag. Risache covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sarr. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And here's Mobley. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for OKC. Pass to Flag. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Flag. For three, Porzingis. And it's New York with a rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Up top, McBride. Antetokounmpo covering. McBride attacking. And stolen by Caruso. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Flag. Soft touch off the glass. Flag's got 5.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
With the drive. Pippen outside. And stolen by Caruso. The finish! And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And it's energy like that ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Mobley out there with Risacher. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Pippen in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Wallace. Pass to Sarr. 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Thunder lead by 5.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pippen pass to Drummond. Count it. Drummond's got his first bucket of the night.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
To the paint. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Now here's Mobley. Pass to Risacher. For 3. Fires in the triple.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Risacher's gone 1 of 3 from distance. Caruso outside. Over to the left wing. Sarr against Drummond. Back to Caruso. Stolen by Daniels. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And usually Daniels is the one starting the break with a steal. But he can do the heavy lifting on the other side of the play, too.
And for Oklahoma City, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. Daniels against Caruso. Porzingis surveying the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Mobley. It's rebounded by New York.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
To the middle. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's Caruso. Outside Porzingis. Flag. Here's Wallace. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Knicks have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Daniels. Good D by Sarr. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Flag. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
You know, Flag wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Flag's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Mobley down low, working on Porzingis. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense. Intercepted. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, Risacher is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
For the Knicks, Yabusele comes in for Evan Mobley. And LeBron subbed in for Pippen. Caruso against Daniels. Zubac with a screen on Yabusele. Inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Caruso. After the basket by New York on the other end. Zubac screen. Porzingis for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. To Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So often, LeBron in the lane results in a foul.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, you got to give them credit for how aggressive they've been on defense, getting the opposition to cough it up and then making them pay on the other end.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Pippen, he's checked in for New York. Second free throw, no good.
And though he let one get away, he pushed this to a 2-possession lead.
James, outside. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Caruso, pass to Smith. Now Antetokounmpo, covered by Daniels. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Clock at 6. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Smith no good. And here's New York now. They're on a 16-6 run. Daniels passes to Pippen. Back to Daniels. Pippen outside. Daniels will screen on Caruso. Pippen sinks the tray. Pippen's got 10 points in just the second half.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Caruso against Daniels. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Zubac with a screen on James. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Zubac. James with the ball, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block. Down low, and stolen by Yabusele. Daniels outside. Pippen outside. And there's the screen. Oh, and now... with no question, powered it down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Greg. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Mobley, he's checked in for New York. Then for Oklahoma City, Sarr comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. And Flagg subbed in for Smith. James, a screen on Caruso. Here's Pippen. And he dunks it down.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Caruso. Out to the right wing. Sarr passes to Zubac. Will it go? And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Yabusele, a screen on Caruso. Pass to Yabusele. To the inside. Here's James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Thunder trail by 12. Caruso, pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Flagg, defended by Pippen. Up top, Zubac. Zubac, screen. And here's Flagg outside. Caruso outside. Out to the wing. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
James inside. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Now here's Zubac. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by James. And there's a pick. Yes! He still got it! LeBron!
Even though he's a little older now, wow, LeBron can still rip off some incredible moves.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So for Oklahoma City, Porzingis comes in for Zubac. And it's Smith in for Caruso. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Yeah, I love seeing Sarr get a little more physical there inside.
James with the ball. The 8-footer. There's the strength of the King.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
James! And he nails it!
Game 2 of the NBA Finals has been decided. Now the teams will be switching venues, but boy, what an important win for the Knicks.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And what an important win. Tying the finals at 1-1. Going down 2-0 would have put them in a huge hole.
And the finals are just getting started, guys. Either team with an advantage. This could be a classic series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Flag, defended by Pippen. Now Smith. Antetokounmpo. James rips down the board. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
That concludes game 2 of the NBA Finals. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Ryan Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
And it's the start here. Taking a look. In New York, their home crowd is fired up for this Game 3. You can certainly feel it here in the arena. These finals have been even, 1-1 so far, so tonight is huge.
I mean, walking around the city today, all of the talk is about this series. I expect a loud arena, and watching warm-ups, I'll tell you what, this team is fired up.
So the New York starting five, they've got Pippen. Evan Mobley is out there with James. Then it's Daniels, and it's Yabusele in its center, walking down the middle. Now here's LeBron, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. No one here, James, as he lets it go, and it's off from three-point range. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. New York. Now the Knicks with it. LeBron outside. LeBron with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player. He does all of it at an elite level.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Zubac is checked in for Alexander Sarr. Alex Caruso comes in for Smith. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Flagg. Now here's Pippen. New York moving it around. James has a 2-pointer. That falls. Nice speed that time from Scottie Pippen.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. And it's Pippen with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Out to Porzingis. Here's Joe. He's covered by Daniels. Antetokounmpo passes to Joe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the free ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Mobley sets the pick for Pippen. Buries the long-range jumper. Pippen's got 5.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Outside, Porzingis. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Sarr's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Drummond's checked in. Outside Daniel. 3, Pippen. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. For Antetokounmpo. Pippen misses. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo finds Sarr. Porzingis to 2. Again, Oklahoma City.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Pippen, the pass to Drummond. And here's Daniels. Pass to Drummond. Now Pippen. Stop the run. Again, the miss by Pippen. Porzingis against Yabusele. Screen by Porzingis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Again, the Thunder score.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he converts the layup. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Pass to Sarr. Now, Antetokounmpo. The 11-footer. And James pulls it down. And so James will bring it up with the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Now, Yabusele. Back to James. Pippen, a screen on Caruso. High post, Pippen. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got his third bucket of the night.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
And so Mike Brown calls the timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Oklahoma City. Zubac is checked in for Porzingis. Jabari Smith comes in for Alex Caruso. And Flagg subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Mobley, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Here's James. Gets in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Flagg with it. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Antetokounmpo. He can't get it to go. LeBron with some nice D. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Mobley. Here's LeBron. Get it!
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now, here's Zubac. Nothing on the board.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Outside Daniel. Back to Pippen. Pass to Mobley. It's tipped.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
From deep onto the Kumbo. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Pippen. LeBron gets to Mobley. Here's James. That ball. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. James has got it all tied up now for New York. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Porzingis is checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Antetokounmpo. And New York with a change here too. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. Here's Flagg. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Flagg. Zubac with the screen for Flagg. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Daniels with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Back to Mobley. New York moving the ball around. And James gets it to go. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Count that bucket. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
After Reza Shea. Smith in the post. Guarded by Reza Shea.
And whenever Mobley is out there on D, you have to be aware of where he is.
Really left alone that time. He's got 15.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here is Smith. Hasn't made one yet. Now James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. 4th, LeBron James.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. First checked in for Zubac. And Giannis is subbed in for Cason Wallace. Scottie Pippen's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for Dyson Daniels. First trip to the line for him here.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Pippen. He has 7. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to McBride. Here's Reza Shea. 5 to shoot. All sorts of time, and the jumper is on the mark. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Reza Shea. Mobley right side. Back to Reza Shea. From past the arc. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Stolen by Yabusele. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, McBride. Still yet to score.
it.